everybody, Nostalgic here, and I am back for yet again another custom spotlight. So, for today's custom spotlight, we have a 2-for-1. Yeah, and guess what? Both of them are conversions. So, let's do this. First up, we have City of Truro. Let me provide an explanation. Here is my City of Truro. I've only ever shown this one. There was another. The City of Truro that I never showed off in any of my videos was a City of Truro which was banged up and his tender was coming loose from the model. So what did I do? Well, first of all, since I had gotten a new take-along with, I decided to take an old one apart and paint his wheels black, along with his footplate, turn it around, and make it look as if it was an Edward chassis. I also had a spare Donald or Douglas tender lying about, and since the measurements were a tad bit close to the original, I thought, why not? And so I cut off the doors which led into the firebox and, well, all the other inner workings of the engine, and turned it into a take-along model. So with that, I've made a take-along City of Truro. It's very banged up, I know, but at some point or another, trust me, I will find the time and the paint pens to make sure this guy here is restored. Because the paintwork is, like I said before, I found this guy at a car boot sale, just battered and broken. So I had to take him apart and turn him into something new. And turn him into something new I did. This will be the model I use from now on, and I'm sorry to tell you all that it's not going to be this, because this can't go round curves on adventures or take a long track. I've tried that with other Ertls. I mean, let me just bring in some things for a moment. Now, I'm going to make this abundantly clear. Why do you guys think I created Boko and Bear? You might be thinking, well, it's obvious that you created Boko because he can't go around the tight curves on the take-along and adventures track. But what about Bear? What about Bear, huh? Let me tell you something about Bear. His Ertl model is expensive as hell. Alright? I'm not paying over 100 euros just for a blue diesel with a yellow face who was exclusive to the UK. I get it. He wasn't exclusive to the UK, but why does he need to be so darn overpriced? It's not fair on me, and it's not fair on the fans who have wanted Bear diecasts for so long. I'm just thankful I was able to make him with a spare Diesel 10 and a spare Class 40. The same can be said for Boko, because now that I have a Boko that can fit on the tight curves, I feel so much better. This one, I'm happy that it's in my collection, alright? But using it, it won't do any good because of the curves and the chassis itself. And that's the exact reason why I turned a spare City of Truro into a take-along. Because this cannot fit on the tight curves. So, yeah. Anyway. Now that we've gotten City of Truro out of the way, let us move on to this Percy. What is this Percy, you may be asking? I really should have gotten another adventures footplate so that I can make this a bit more accurate to my show accurate Percy. But I decided not to. This was the rubbish Percy I had reviewed months ago on mini views. And I decided to turn him into a smart magnet take and play. For context, here's what I mean. So, a few months after I had bought the rubbish Percy at the car boot sale, a few months later, lo and behold, I found a 2013 Percy just lying in a pile with a 2012 diesel. So what exactly did I do with the take and play Percy over the months? Well, the dumb magnet model of which this was originally, I just kept it as it was. Same with the smart magnet Percy. Believe it or not, I actually wanted to turn the smart magnet Percy into Liz, as in Liz Productions. But unfortunately, I never found time to skin Percy down and turn her into Liz. So, what was my alternative? My alternative was to transform Percy transform the rubbish Percy into a smart magnet model. It turned out well, I guess, but I really wish it was more accurate to my Percy. For context, let me show you. So, as you can see, on the left is the rubbish Percy, on the right is the canonical Percy. So, you see the footplates, how one of them is just sloping down while the other is flat. This is exactly why I made flat footplate Percy in the first place, to make him show accurate. But I even gave him, the body from... What was it again? Oh yeah. I gave him the body from the collectible railway Percy, aka the 2014 Take and Play Percy. So, yeah, with that in mind, at least these models are accurate to each other. But with that, everyone, that is going to do it for this episode of Custom Spotlights. But if anything, this episode is over now. Thank goodness it is, because I love making models. Believe me, I do. Alright, this is one of the things that got me onto the YouTube platform in the first place. Making custom models, and even more so, making a custom model was my first video. Exactly why Bear exists in my collection. I'm sorry to get so sentimental all of a sudden over my YouTube channel, but this is hitting me hard. Thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate anyone who watches this. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. This is Nostalgic, signing off, and reminding you all that nostalgia never dies.